everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Texans coming in at 7-2, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 2-7.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Houston Texans. On first down, Carr flushed out right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and now it's second down. Throwing again. Carr. Broken tackle there for Nelson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Mixon. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Mixon. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Hearns the man in motion left. Running it, Washington. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And McManus able to put it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
First carry now for Alex Collins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number two. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The fourth-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They fake the handoff. Now Carr lets it go for Nelson. So the long attempt falls innocent. To the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Gabriel, the man in motion. is Carr on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gives it off to Washington. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Right back to Washington. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans... will take over with a 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go again with Collins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught by Treadwell. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Drops it underneath for Collins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 10 more there and another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right, and he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis, and it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitch, complete. It's James. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. In motion left moves Nelson. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd and short. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. And sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing now is Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Carl Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. So, boy, Derek Carr heads to the bench. And they'll turn it over to a man who's been through this before, and that's the backup Brian Hoyer. On second down, Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He'll field this at the 5. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw is Rodgers, operating from the gun. And some room to maneuver. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Hoyer. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Flushed out right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. To throw, it's Rodgers. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try the right side with Collins. Gets past one man. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Laquan Treadwell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
What's that? All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Hearns the man in motion right.
Check. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers now throwing again. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Give. This is Washington. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Hoyer. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Anthony Barr from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and complete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for him on the campaign. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Washington. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.